Hey to all of the P.I.M.O JWs out there, the ex-JWs, the non-JWs, and the Jehovah's Witnesses, because I know some of y'all are watching. This is Mackie P.I.M.O JW Jones, and I just finished watching a video from Marcus Vaughn, and he was talking about what happened to the sense of urgency in the ministry. We as, well, Jehovah's Witnesses actually believe that the preaching work is urgent work. That's what they're taught anyway. But being that the only preaching work that they can do is cart witnessing and other forms of informal witnessing and all other types of informal witnessing, letter writing and all of that. Of course, they've been doing letter writing. But everything except for door-to-door witnessing. If it was so urgent, it wouldn't matter. You know what I mean? Like they would have stopped at nothing to try to get people to door-to-door witnessing. You know, all this money that Watchtower is getting. You mean to tell me that you can't place any online ads? Because believe it or not, door-to-door witnessing and pamphlets and ads, sitting on benches, still is, a thing. It could still be effective depending on what it is that you're trying to advertise, okay? I've picked up some cards, random cards, out of a restaurant bathroom, for like somebody that does nails or hairstylist or anything, So old school business cards, pamphlets, and things like that still are effective in 2022. Okay? My thing is, why don't they want to invest their money into that? Like, is that not important? Instead of that studio that you guys are trying to build that's supposedly supposed to be done by year 2024 or 2026? Somebody correct me, please. You want people to go to your website, but you don't want your members to be online too much. You don't want your members to know what other people are talking about when it comes to Jehovah's Witnesses. And that's for a very good reason. They don't want their members to know how easy it is to debunk that whole entire religion. Because believe me, when I found out the truth, I did not want to learn it. I didn't want to be debunked that quick. I thought it was going to be hard to convince me that this wasn't the truth. I even used to say back in the day, man, if you could convince me or if you could prove to me that the Jehovah's Witness religion is false, I will get disfellowship tomorrow, or I will get disassociated tomorrow. And I said that out of doubt because I just knew I couldn't get, indoctrinated by this thing, because I just knew this was the truth, right? Woo! Once I found out that it wasn't, I was like, wait a minute. I was just playing. I was just joking. And these people act like they don't know when the light is is green. It means go. Some of these people, how do they even get their license, their driver's license? I don't know. How did they pass the test? Anyway, back to the investment thing. The definition of like a not-for-profit organization is you put money into it to further improve the organization, right? Well, to an extent, that's what JW.org is attempting to do. But being that I'm just a lowly old woman with no brain, if you really wanted, this is my little stupid as a Jehovah's Witness woman's idea. If you really wanted to recruit more people into the organization, you'd put more money into the advertising. Like I said, people advertise stuff online all the time. Even when you scroll on your Facebook timeline, you look at ads that you don't even care to look at, but they're there. Not even mentioning the Google algorithm when you research something on Google and it pops up on your Facebook. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about like random ads, okay? They don't want that. They don't. I mean, but it would get a lot more people to click on it randomly, you know. But they want you to be stuck on this old school stuff. But don't get me wrong, old school is good and everything, but chances are, where are you going to find a cart? Okay, I live in the south suburbs of Chicago. Okay, it's not the metropolitan downtown Chicago, all right? And there are a lot of restrictions out here when it comes to businesses allowing religions to advertise via cart witnessing and all of that. They barely don't want nobody to do parking lot witnessing like that anymore, you know. So you're only going to be able to go to a few places that will allow. It just depends on where you live and what the restrictions are or the allowances are. You know, but people, all they're going to do is just walk right past it. Uh-oh, that's the JW. They're going to end up walking faster. And then they don't want you to talk a lot with these people. With the people that are walking by. So you want folks to join, but you don't want your members to talk to them too much. Huh? And you wonder why the membership is going down. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I actually stepped foot in the Kingdom Hall this past Sunday. Oh yeah. I had a family member of mine ask us to join her and then to have dinner afterwards. So, you know, I agreed only because, you know, I'm finna eat later. But it was a joke. It was a joke. I walked up in there. There were, I don't have the Zoom password, you know, or the Zoom link from that day, but I can guarantee you there were more people on the Zoom than it was at the Kingdom Hall. Everybody was just like scattered around. It was already a scarcity, but it's like crickets in there now because nobody wants to go in the Kingdom Hall. They're like, I've been doing this for 2 years, this Zoom thing. Oh, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very, very hard once a person gets used to a certain thing, and it's a convenient thing. That's like trying to get somebody that's been using cell phones their whole life to go back to phone with a cord. Like, no, cell phone is much more convenient. Or if you try to get somebody that's been getting their groceries delivered for a couple of years to going back to doing their own groceries. Do you know how much I hate doing groceries? You want me to go back in the store with a whole bunch of crazy people, shootings, killings. Oh yeah, you get shot and killed nowadays at the grocery store. You expect me to go back to the grocery store and get my own groceries now? As crazy as things are now? No, I'm gonna continue to get my stuff delivered. If I really want something urgently, then maybe I'll go and get something. Or if I need something right now, then sure. But not, just full-fledged grocery shopping. Once I discovered grocery delivery, you could forget it. You could forget it. Especially being that I don't like doing groceries. And that goes to show you a lot of people didn't like going to the Kingdom Hall. Obviously. Because this is how it operated. Of course, a lot of people might know how it operates now. You go to the meeting, and especially during the Watchtower study, the Watchtower study conductor will either, if you're trying to give a comment, he either picks someone from the Zoom or he picks someone in the live audience. And there were more people giving comments on the Zoom than it was people that was actually there giving comments. It's so awkward. It is just so awkward. Like, I've never seen such separation, it seems, like, within the organization. Like, people ain't trying to come back to the Kingdom Hall. They not. And I don't blame them. Because I don't. As a P.I.M.O. As a P.I.M.O, I didn't even log in for Zoom, let alone trying to walk up in the Kingdom Hall. But that's how it was. It was just really sad to see. But anyway, I've been off subject for a minute. They don't want their members online preaching because they don't want their members to be curious as to maybe do some sort of searching about Jehovah's Witnesses on Facebook or Instagram or even TikTok. Matter of fact, I have a TikTok, you guys. It's called That P.I.M.O JW on TikTok. I'll put the description. I'll put the link below if you want to follow me on TikTok. I just started it. Because they're going to find out the truth eventually if they keep, going online. And I'm sure a bunch of Jehovah's Witnesses already know. And if you already know that this is a lie, but you're still going to the Kingdom Hall, you're a P.I.M.O. Okay? Yeah, so that's it. I'm just enjoying this day. I'm gonna get off of the road real soon because if you see or if you notice how much gas is, okay, $5.87. $5.87 a gallon. $5.99 where I live. Ain't no joy rides. You better take a joy walk. You know what I'm saying? Use them two little things that nature gave you. But anyway, this is Mackie P.I.M.O JW Jones. Question everything. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. And don't be afraid to do outside research. Love you all and peace.